Question 18 I'm going to do next. A small smooth sphere moves on a horizontal floor with a speed of 2u. It strikes an identical sphere lying at rest on the floor at a distance 1 meter from a vertical wall. The impact being along the line of centres and perpendicular to the coefficient. Okay, so one sphere strikes an identical sphere. And that is 1 meter from a wall, I think. Yes. 1 meter. Identical means they're both, you can put them both as mass m. With speed 2u. So it hits with the speed 2u. This one is at rest. The impact being on it. The coefficient of restitution for all collisions is e. Prove that the speed of the spheres after. Okay, so we need to find the speed, the first collision. So in the first collision, x, y are the velocities afterwards. Newton's principle of conservation of momentum. M times 2u plus m times 0, so that's just 0, is equal to mx plus my. Divide by m. So we have x plus y is equal to 2u. Newton's experimental law. Okay. Newton's experimental law. X minus y is equal to minus e times 2u minus 0. So x minus y is equal to minus 2eu. There's your two equations. So now we just solve them. So we have, if we add them together, we get 2x is equal to 2u minus 2eu, or 2x is, well, actually we can divide across by 2 there. X is equal to u times 1 minus e. Take out the u. Rather than putting that in, let's look at x plus y equals 2u. And now let's cancel out our x's, so multiply this by minus 1, so we get minus x plus y is equal to 2eu. Add together, 2y is equal to 2u plus 2eu. Again, we can divide by 2. Y is equal to u plus eu, so y is equal to u times 1 plus e. Okay, I'm going to write them in now. So the situation now, after the first collision, is we now have this sphere moving at u times 1 minus e, and we have this sphere moving at u times 1 plus e. So u times 1 plus e. And we still know that this distance is 1 meter from a wall. Okay. That's the first part done. What's the next part? When the second sphere hits the wall, the spheres are a distance 2e times 1 plus e apart. Okay, when the second sphere hits the wall, so we now know that the second sphere is going to move at a speed of u times 1 plus e. And we know it's going to hit the wall in 1 meter. So distance, dad's silly triangle. We want the time. So time is distance divided by speed. So the time that that's going to take to hit the wall is the distance divided by the speed, so it's 1 over u times 1 plus e. And in that time, they want when the second sphere, the spheres are a distance apart. Okay, so now, at the instant of their collision, they are together. This one is now going to travel in this direction till it hits the wall. So it's going to travel for that time. And we know that in that time it has travelled 1 meter. So it has now travelled 1 meter. This one, on the other hand, is going to have travelled u times 1 minus e for that length of time. So again, distance is speed multiplied by time. So this will have travelled u times 1 minus e over, well, multiplied by 1 over u times 1 plus e. So that's u times 1 minus e over u times 1 plus e. So that's the distance it has travelled in that direction. Okay, so it will have travelled, the two u's divide out, so the distance travelled by this one is 1 minus e over 1 plus e. Okay, so the distance between them then is going to be, this one has gone 1 meter, this one has gone 1 minus e over 1 plus e, so the distance between them will be 1 meter minus 1 minus e over 1 plus e. Okay, because that would have gone a meter, this one would have gone so far, so the difference between them is that, subtract that. So that is, again, well, we won't put the m in because that will confuse the issue. So if we put them both over 1 plus e, so 1 plus e on top over 1 plus e, so we get 1 plus e minus 1 minus e over 1 plus e. That's 1 plus e minus 1 plus another e, because minus minus e, over 1 plus e. That's the 1 and the 1 add to 0, so we get 2e over 1 plus e. Okay? Okay, so that's right. The last bit, the next collision takes place at a distance 2e squared over 1 plus e squared from the wall. Okay. I'm not sure about time, so I think I'll pause this and I'll do the next bit on another video. It takes too long.